Hi everyone! In this video, we will understand and interpret critical values. Lisa, a university admissions officer, claims that the proportion of students enrolling in online courses is greater than the previous year's 40%. She calculates a test statistic of 1.68 with a critical value of 1.645. Is there enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis? Speaking of null, let's go ahead and identify the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. The alternative hypothesis needs a greater than, less than, or not equal to sign. And let's go see what she is claiming that it is greater than, so we're going to use a greater than sign. And for those of you who get these mixed up, a greater than looks the opposite of an L, and the lesser than goes in the same direction as the L. Now let's see, this is talking about the proportion of students. So we're talking about P, not average, that would be mu. Enrolling online is greater than the previous years of 40%. Let's go ahead and change that to the decimal of 0.4. This makes our null hypothesis that the proportion is equal to 40% or 0.4. Let's go ahead and look at where the test statistic and the critical value fall. Because I'm working with a greater than, it's pointing in the direction of the tail that I need to go to. It also helps me know that greater than is larger, so I'm going to look at the upper part. So over here is where our one-tailed or right-tailed test will take place. Our proportion, the norm, is right here in the middle, and we have a critical value of 1.645. This is 1.645 standard deviations above that because it's positive. So here's 1, and we'll make this 2. So 1.645 makes our critical value fall right here above the 1.5. I'm hoping that looks right. So our critical value is 1.645. This is our cutoff of where the abnormality will take place for our either we're going to reject or not reject. And this is the large part down where we're in the norm. This is our fail to reject. The admissions officer calculated a test statistic of 1.68. 1.68 is further than 1.64 because we're getting closer to the 1.7, which puts our test statistic about right here. So this is our t value for the test statistic of 1.68. That means it fell beyond our cutoff, which means we will reject the null hypothesis. So there is significant evidence to reject the null that the proportion equals 40%. And there's our conclusion. So we are all done.